What will happen on WWDC 2019? Named main topics. At the Conference of Developers WWDC 2019 there will be a lot of software and, probably, hardware innovations. Previously, we talked in detail about all the expected announcements, including iOS 13 and macOS 10.15 in a separate article. Today, insiders from a reputable publication Bloomberg reported on what will be the greatest emphasis on WWDC 2019. Apple Watch independence. With the watchOS 6 release, the Apple Watch smartwatches will become noticeably more independent. Apple Watch will get its own app store, new calculator, voice recorder, and books apps, new messaging options, and many other features. iPad, PC replacement. Apple calls the iPad a full-fledged computer for years. And at WWDC 2019 the company will promote this idea with a vengeance. iOS 13 will bring to the iPad an updated main screen and a lot of new features aimed at reducing the gap between the PC and iPad tablets. For example, users will be able to use multiple applications at the same time. Universal applications. Apple is determined to make life easier for developers, allowing them to create universal applications for the iPhone, iPad and Mac. In 2019, the first serious step will be taken in this direction. At WWDC 2019, the company will present tools that will enable developers to quickly transfer iPad applications to the Mac. New old applications. In iOS 13 and macOS 10.15, many standard applications will be heavily updated. Apple is preparing a rethought application reminders, health, maps, messages, maps, mail and others. Applications Find iPhone and Find Friends will be combined into a single application with new features. Death iTunes. In macOS 10.15, iTunes will not become, at least on Mac computers. Apple will replace it with a series of new applications for listening to music, podcasts and watching movies. iTunes, released almost 20 years ago, will disappear. Augmented reality. At WWDC 2019, the ARKit augmented reality platform will be devoted a lot of time. Insiders have learned that Apple is creating some features based on its augmented reality glasses, which should be released in the next couple of years. The company will definitely not speak openly about the new device, but there will definitely be hints. Health. iOS 13 and watchOS 6 will have several important innovations aimed at improving health tracking functions. In addition to the updated health app, a feature appears on the iPhone that will monitor the user's health, a new system-wide sleep mode, the ability to receive notifications about the need to take pills and the option to track the menstrual cycle. This will be the main topics of WWDC 2019. However, this is only what Bloomberg insiders have been able to learn about. In fact, the WWDC 2019 will certainly be much more interesting.